Please throw all your macros in the chat for me.
Would you like the extra ones I have or just the main ones?
I want to see the extra ones as well.
10-4. That's all of them. I know some of them are frag, but I keep them as macros, just so easier access.
Yeah, I see your macros. The extra ones are really good. Like I really love this ones that you know the CS certificates. Also the raid, the rank, interested in joining. Those are all good, man.
I'll admit, the ones like the rank, interested in joining, raid slash after reminder, the friendly reminder one above that, the CS certificate ones. They came from I don't remember her name. I think it's Madeline Day, I believe that's her name. She created the macros, and she sent me them over. So those came from her.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I see a lot about when a lot of things should be doing. That's good. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask a few questions. Um, what has been your duties since you become a hard hat? Since you become a colonel, what has been your duty? What have you been doing?
What have I been doing?
Yeah, what's your duty?
Oh, 10-4. My duties as a colonel is to lead by example, to the best of my abilities, and to um, ensure that everyone's obviously following the rules and correcting people in a calm, respectful manner. If they are not doing something that they should be, um, things like that. Leading trainings when I'm available to do so, and helping recruit people at Westgate and ensuring that everything's in order.
10-4, 10-4. So yeah, what do you think makes a good leader? What do you think is the qualities of a good leader, of a good higher up, not necessarily a general? What do you think makes a good leader?
For me, personally, I think we're all leaders. Um, I've always believed that since joining any faction. That's the mindset I go into. But at the same time, we're all equals. And I feel like a good leader has respect for others, patience to guide soldiers of a lower rank, and even a higher rank if they are, perhaps struggling in their role, and need a bit of guidance, just to help them get back onto the right track. Discipline, um, and again with the patients, a good example is, for example, if we're recruiting someone and there's a bit of a language barrier, sometimes you may need to repeat a few things, to the civilian, so they understand what you're saying, and understand the questions you're asking to the fullest extent, and helping, fellow soldiers, in difficult situations, for example, any arguments, things like that, trying to cool those down, and stay neutral in difficult situations as well, which also helps understanding both sides of things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So, and why do you think we should keep up with the teamwork? Why do you think teamwork is an important thing in the military?
For me, teamwork, is a very key aspect, um, within the army due to, I'll use an example because I'm better at, explaining stuff with examples, but in Arsenal raids, teamwork is very important, as it isn't a one man versus, for example, 100, in the raids. We all collaborate and unite as a team and try to defend the packs together with clear and effective communication. And honestly, teamwork is honestly a very beautiful skill, especially in the army, because it unites us all to the family bond that we all have. So that's what I believe.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that. So, what do you think the duties of a general are, of a major general?
For me, the duties of a major general, they all, for me, it kind of collides with, a colonel, in the sense of the way you have to have that amount of discipline and patience, um, especially patience with fellow soldiers when you're trying to guide them on the right path and calm down situations, very difficult situations, especially if it's a heated argument or if there's, um, disruptions over the radio during raids. Like if, for example, two soldiers are getting into it on the radio, trying to calm that down and de-escalate it. Another one would be ensuring that the pictures are taken, after raids. It's key in logging them. To be quite honest, I don't really understand why we log them, but I do know it's important, as I've had to do similar overseas, when I was a general in PD. Um, Another key thing is doing weekly reports, to ensure that everyone's getting the perfect amount of feedback and understanding, what you've seen, how things can be improved. Because, um, like I said, it all comes down to teamwork, really. So without having those weekly reports and having that feedback, you it the army kind of stands at a standstill, with no progression. So having those weekly reports helps, kickstart that, improvement in the army for any, things that do need to be improved.
10-4, 10-4. So taking on OBRs, you shouldn't be letting the soldiers, request the OBRs over and over. As long as it's, the right time to take people on OBR, you should always take them. If you have enough generals online, at least three generals online at that point in time. If you have you know, for guard duties, if you have at least three soldiers at each gate, can go ahead and grant it. Things like that. Even I think you should be doing that. You should be doing the granting of guard duties. If you're online, even as your rank you are right now, so rank 8, just make sure you're the highest in rank online at that point in time, which is a colonel. So other than that, yeah, you have good answers. Um, my final question coming from me is, do you want to be a major general?
Yes, I do, more than anything.
So why do you want to be a major general? What do you want to do differently as the rank you are right now?
For me, what I want to do differently is to provide an even better quality of care for fellow soldiers. And I know I can do that at any rank, but simple things. I'm a very simple person. Like if granting someone's guard duty, if suitable, can make their day, then that's something I want to do. Another thing would be ensuring that all um, raid pictures have been taken and logged properly, ensuring that any interviews or anything like that have been taken care of properly, things like that. Um, I want to recruit more people. I want to grow the army even bigger and better. And I want to help servants and yourself and all the higher ups with any ideas I have to improve the army, and make sure that everyone is respected equally and treated fairly, to the fullest extent.
10-4, 10-4. So people, some of us being in the black suits, right now being in the black suits means you have a lot of power. That you have a lot of say over a lot of things in the base. So yeah, you're gonna have like a lot of things to do that you're gonna major general can do. It's just more responsibilities but the same salary. So speaking about that, what do you understand by power tripping? And is power tripping something that you're gonna do as you become a major general? Is it, you have a lot of power, so some people tend to do that. Mr. Jason, please give us a minute. And you should request a permission before you come in. Mr. Jason Jr.
I got it. So Jay Sean Jr. Jay Sean Jr. Yeah, can you like exile CT, sir?
It's something important. I was saying something. All right.
If you got a question, I could help you out.
All right. So the black suits is a lot of power, we have a lot of things to do, responsibilities and all. So what do you think power tripping means? And um is it something that you're gonna do, or is it something that's what is your take on power tripping in general, Miss Jacob?
For me personally, I have experienced power tripping by a fellow general. I have made it aware to my higher ups. It is completely unacceptable, and it's abusing the power that you have to, in my, I don't know if these are the right words, so I do apologise. But almost like manipulating your status in a sense, to make it seem like you're better than everyone else, and things like that, which is completely unacceptable because for me, we're all equals. Like I said, we're all brothers and sisters. We're a family. No one in my head. It doesn't matter the rank. We're all equals. It doesn't matter about any ranks, in my opinion. Where we should all be treated the same and be treated fairly and with respect. And power tripping kind of does the opposite of that. In the sense of we have this nice family and then you have someone who's abusing their power and making it out like they're so much better than however many ranks below them, when that shouldn't be the case at all.
Yes, ma'am. So I just want to let you know, this is not a question, but I just want to let you know that, as a ton general, as you on a black suits, you're gonna, it's gonna feel like, okay, some are gonna, feel like, yeah, I'm in a black suit, so, I can do things, I can do a lot of things. So, if a soft hat or if a general or if a hard hat or anyone in particular comes up to you who is lower than you and then um you know try to get or say something, and maybe you said something that isn't correct, and then he comes up to you and be like, yeah, this thing you did isn't correct. Don't make it feel like, okay, I'm your higher up, and then what I say stands or something like that. Please, know how to control yourself. Don't let ego over you or take over you. So yeah, that's just what I want to say. That's all my questions for now. I don't know if Sir Vince has anything to tell you or has a question for you. So Vince, you have a
Off
question?
the
Do
top
you
of
have a
my
question?
head, no, you've been very thorough. Like,
Then for Sir Vince. So Alaskan, Sir Gook, what do you think? Do you have a question?
No,
Um,
she did wonderful.
she
In my
did
book,
good.
she did good.
When I was teaching the role play rules how many weeks ago, she's the only one who answered the questions before. I remember. She knows all
Yes, sir.
the army rules 1 through 10 and the RP rules 1 through 15. Um, so she has potential on the next rank. So yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I understand. I've been keeping an eye on every single one of the soldiers, to be honest. And I know one who is doing real good. I know how y'all be doing the things. I know you know your rules. I was there when Alaskan was, doing the class, and he was answering, responding with good answers and with the answers that correspond. So yeah, Jackal, you're a good soldier. I just want you to keep it up. Keep doing your duties, keep, helping the soldiers out, keep taking the soldiers on OBRs, granting permissions to do their things. And yeah, just keep up the good work in general, Jacko. And yeah, congratulations.